You've reached day 90, perhaps day 100. The air feels heavy, charged with a frequency you didn't notice before. The world feels different, and yet a new, subtle resistance begins to emerge. She watches from the shadows of her own intuition. She tests, not because she wants you to fail, but because her biology demands to know if the power you project is forged in fire. Evolutionary psychology calls this honest signaling. In a world of digital noise and manufactured masks, semen retention is a difficult-to-fake indicator of high-quality genetic fitness and raw self-discipline. Material wealth can be faked, a rented car, a borrowed suit, a rehearsed line. But the stillness of a man who has conquered his own primary urges, that is a signature that cannot be mimicked. So she probes. She throws what the modern world calls a shit test, a social calibration designed to see if your internal house is built on the rock of conviction or the shifting sands of desire. She might withdraw her attention suddenly, leaving a cold vacuum where there was once warmth. She might challenge your core opinions with a sharpness that feels unprovoked. She is looking for a crack in your armor. If you react, if you chase, if you stumble into the trap of seeking her validation, you prove the streak hasn't changed the man beneath. You prove you are still a slave to external echoes. Philosophically, the feminine acts as the guardian of truth. She uses dark energy to expose the hidden weaknesses you refuse to see. She is the storm that tests the integrity of the ship. Your biology has shifted. Testosterone peaks, androgen receptors upregulate, and your nonverbal communication becomes unshakable. You are no longer radiating the scent of the seeker. You are the source. She senses the lack of thirst. In a world of desperate men, your indifference is a magnetic anomaly. It is a mystery that demands investigation, and that investigation is the test. The Taoists called it Jing, the essential life force. The Hindus called it ojas, the spiritual luster. The Stoics called it virtus, the pinnacle of masculine excellence. All paths lead to the same mountain of self-mastery. The scarcity paradox states that when you stop chasing, you become the prize. But the prize must be authenticated. Her resistance is the authentication process for your new status. With elevated DHT and testosterone, your voice deepens, your eye contact remains steady, and your presence becomes heavy. This heavy presence is what she is trying to see if she can move. At the 100-day threshold, the dynamics shift. The tests become less about finding weakness and more about confirming strength. Pass the resistance. Maintain your frame. When the tests stop, the reality of your new kingdom begins. You are the master of your own house. You are the sovereign of your own desire. Stay the path. Retain the power. This isn't just psychology. It is the biology of the soul. Your body is no longer wasting its most vital resource, and the world, including her, can feel the accumulation of that power. True power doesn't need to shout. It exists in the silence between your words. She tests you to see if you will break that silence with the noise of desperation. Don't let her. Think of her as the Sphinx at the gates of your own evolution. She asks the riddles that only a man of true continent resolve can answer. Your presence is the only answer she accepts. Every test you pass is a hammer blow that strengthens your character. Semen retention is the heat, her resistance is the anvil. Together they forge a man who cannot be moved. When you retain, you are creating a neurochemical bond that is deeper than words. She senses the absence of the addicted brain and is drawn to the sovereign one. But first, she must verify it. This journey of 12 minutes is just a mirror of your 90-day path. Each visual, each word, is a step closer to understanding why the resistance is your greatest ally. Embrace the test. When she tests you, meet it with the calm of a master. No anger, no defense, just the unwavering knowledge of who you are and what you have built within. That is the ultimate attraction. Lust is a shadow that follows every man. But on a long streak, you step into a light where the shadow can no longer reach. She probes to see if that light is a trick or a transformation. Value isn't given, it is protected. By retaining your seed, you are protecting the architecture of your own value. Her resistance is simply the inspector checking the foundation for cracks. Give her none. Sovereignty is the final goal. To be the king of your own impulses is to be the king of any room you enter. The tests will continue until your sovereignty is no longer a question, but a fact. Think of your life as an ocean of potential. Every day you retain, you add another drop of power to that ocean. The resistance is just the surface tension trying to keep you contained. Break through. When you look in the mirror after 100 days, you don't just see a face, you see a man who has looked into the abyss and didn't blink. She tests you because she wants to see that same unblinking gaze. Your presence becomes heavy, like lead in a world of feathers. Men respect it, women test it. It is the weight of a soul that has found its center. Do not let her lightness throw you off balance. This is a silent war fought in the territory of the subconscious. Every time you don't react to her test, you win a battle. Every battle won brings you closer to absolute masculine peace. You are tending to an ancient fire within. It is the fire of creation itself. By not letting it escape through the common exits, you become the furnace. Her resistance is the wind trying to blow it out. Let it make you burn hotter. Sovereignty has a scent. It's the scent of a man who doesn't need anything from anyone. It's the most intoxicating thing in the world, and she will test it to see if it's a perfume or your natural state. Your mind becomes like a diamond, hard, clear, and valuable. A diamond doesn't care if it's hit, it only shines brighter. Meet her challenges with that diamond-like clarity. Your voice now carries the resonance of the earth. It is deep because it comes from a place of deep roots. When you speak, the world listens. When she tests, she is listening for the vibration of truth. Keep your line unbroken. The 90-day streak is just the beginning of a life lived on your own terms. The resistance is just the friction of moving against the current of the mediocre. Carry on. You are building a citadel within, a place where your soul can rest in peace, undisturbed by the storms of lust or the tests of the world. Each day of retention adds another stone to the wall. You are turning the lead of common desire into the gold of alchemical power. It is a painful process, but the result is a man who is truly free. Her resistance is the final verification of the gold's purity. Walk the Stoic's path. Control what you can, and what you can control is your own energy. The rest is just noise. When she tests you, see it as an opportunity to practice your own internal silence. Jing is the radiance of a life lived in accordance with nature. It is the glow of the sun that doesn't need to ask for permission to shine. Your presence is your permission. Shine on. Be the oak. Let the winds of her resistance blow. Let the rain of her challenges fall. You are rooted in a power that is older than time itself. Your frame is unshakable because it is real. To be the master of desire is to be the master of life. By not letting your seed go, you are keeping your life force where it belongs, in your own hands. This is the ultimate secret of the long streak. The awakening is slow, but it is absolute. You are seeing the world for the first time without the lens of lust. The resistance is just the world's way of checking if you are truly awake. Stay awake. Silence is the language of the sovereign. When she tests you, answer with silence. Not the silence of anger, but the silence of a man who has nothing to prove and everything to protect. That is your power. Keep your vision persistent. The road is long, and the resistance is many, but each step taken in sovereignty is a step toward your true self. The long streak is the path to that self. Walk it. Consider her resistance the final seal on your transformation. It is the verification that you are no longer the man you were. You are something new, something powerful, something sovereign. Accept the seal. The kingdom within is finally built. The walls are strong, the fire is burning, and the king is on his throne. The tests of the world are now just whispers in the distance. You have found your peace. This flame you have tended for 100 days is now an eternal one. It is the light that will guide you through the rest of your life. Do not let it go out. Protect it with your very soul. Mastery is not a destination. It is a way of being. By choosing the path of retention, you have chosen the path of mastery. The resistance was just the training. Now, The real journey begins. Stay sovereign. We are brothers on this path. Your strength is my strength. Your victory is my victory. When the resistance comes for you, remember the oath. You are a sovereign man. Stay the path. Let this resonance be the final echo in your mind. The tests are over. The power is yours. The long streak has made you a king. Walk like one. Speak like one. Live like one. The kingdom is yours. If this resonance found you, hit the like button. Share this with a brother on the path. Subscribe for more deep dives and use the thanks button to support the mission. You are not alone on this streak. Stay sovereign. We move as one.